Hello FlossTube, my name is Tamara, and in today's video I wanted to show you what I have been buying recently. I mean, like cross-stitch supplies. And wanted to start with dimensions. I managed to buy two kits by dimensions. So the first one is such out of print. Actually, they are both out of print. But this one can be seen quite often, and this one is not expensive. I have been liking this one for quite a long time. And when it I saw it for a good price, I would say, good price for me at least, I decided to buy it. So this is Pretty Country Collectibles. It's a cross-stitch design, it's not stamped. I'm not buying stamped. The threads are already sorted here. Here how they look like. Then I managed to buy something which was, how they say, a unicorn, a design which I like a lot. This is Millennium Angel. This is the gold collection design by Lena Liu. I'm trying to look 1998 design. This one I lost, let's say so, on eBay couple of times, even 3 times I think, because there was a maximum amount of money which I was ready to spend on this design, and this was the amount I set on eBay, but it went higher, much higher. That's why this time, like last time when I saw it on eBay, again I tried to bid. I had this maximum amount, and I was even surprised that it became mine. So nobody offered higher. I was surprised because this was a really good price for this design, and I'm very happily surprised again that it came to me. So this one being stitched is beautiful, very beautiful. That's why I cannot wait when this one will come into stitching. I noticed that I have the speed of stitching one gold collection per year, so I think in my purchases you'll see this one rarely, as you saw in the last months. Okay, next one I will show you some Victoria Sample. Victoria Sample is a designer which I haven't stitched yet, and you'll say, are you crazy that you're buying so many but you're not stitching? But as long as I have the, how they say, occasion to buy by Victoria Sampler different designs, I decided to buy them, because now it's very hard to find packs, embellishment packs. If you find them, they are overpriced already. That's why when I used to find the chart or the chart and pack for the original price, which was sold like back in time, I buy it. So I purchased such a set of samplers. They are, I would say, seasonal samplers. So this is the Sunflower Street sampler. Here it is. And for this one I managed to find even the embellishment pack. This one. And the rest of them, the free, I don't have a pack for them. So this is Hydrangea House. This is very beautiful when being stitched. This one. Then the Tulip Terrace. This one. And finally the winter one, Poinsettia Place. This one, quite beautiful. Then I managed to buy 2 more how they are called, the farm samplers. I purchased the Oldfield Orchard Farm, and I managed to find a pack for this one. Here it is. Here it is, a very beautiful one. And as well, I bought, but only the chart, because I couldn't find the pack for this one. It's the Jingle Bells Christmas Tree Farm. This one. And in such a way, I think I already have 4 farms. I know for sure that I don't have the bee farm, honey farm, and the strawberry one. There are 6, if I'm not wrong. Where are they? I know that there are, yeah, you see, here they are. So I have the Raven Hill herb farm. I have it with a pack. Jingle Bells, no pack. Strawberry Fields, I don't have it at all. Babe's Honey Farm, I don't have it at all. Pumpkin I have, but without a pack. And the Oldfield Orchard Farm I have with a pack. So actually I don't have anything for 2 farms. Okay, then Christmas Village. There is Santa's Village, and there is Christmas Village. I examined both of them like a long time ago, not now, and I liked more the Christmas Village. So buying them both was never an option, because more or less they have similarities. I would say if you would look at that design and this design, does it? I don't see it here. I know that there is somewhere where you can see it. And just a sec, I think. No. I know that on the back of the charts they usually have it. So this one was always my favorite, and when I had the opportunity to buy it, I decided to buy it because the materials for these ones are not so complicated. There is a lot of white, and this white is Kranic Mori, if I'm not wrong, which can be replaced by any other white silk floss, which would go here. Of course, not so cheap as Kranic Mori, but more expensive. But anyway, you can replace it. And already what's like in colors, I mean like the people, the tree, and the other things, I can buy the designs, the threads which are requested here. I like about this design that it's not, how do you say, the width. So because it's wide, I like, but because it's wide, it's nice. I saw this one being stitched, and is very beautiful, very impressive. So yes, next one, also it's just a chart. This is Quilting Bee Sampler. Quite a popular design, I would say, beautiful one. Saw this one being stitched, and had the opportunity to buy just the chart, and I decided to buy the chart. I decided that in time, probably I'll buy the materials for this one, and I'm going to stitch it. Nice one. Then Heirloom Wedding Treasures. This one was so I didn't buy this one to stitch what's on the preview. The thing is that when I was stitching the when I was finishing the sampler by Just Nan's Swan Song, where I finished the, you know, like the edge here with Hardanger, I was struggling to find such elements, you see, as this one, for example, and finish it. This one is even like smaller. This one you can take, so this parts. So when a seller from whom I purchased something else had this one was selling this one for £2, I didn't even doubt. I purchased it, and it came like with other thing which I purchased. So this one was £2 actually, and I purchased it for the elements which are here on top, and which I hope that I will use for other designs. And this one, Heirloom Wedding, like sampler, this one I have with the embellishment pack. And Victoria doesn't finish here. And from Victoria Sampler, actually, I purchased from eBay, I would say, a whole thing. This design, the Gazebo Roses Sampler, very beautiful one. This one was being sold with all the materials which I needed to be. I don't know if this one once was in pack. I suppose that yes, and I suppose that the person sorted the chart pack or the embellishment pack, because here is fabric. Then this one, some skeins of DMC, and this is DMC Pearl. They were here. I suppose these ones were in the pack because there is the ribbon. This one should be UL Wildlife ribbon. Then there is like the pack with the beads and the pearls. There are like 4 pearls here. And the cranny cord 102C. This is the cord. And the so I don't know if this one was a packet, the person packed it, but the materials are here actually. And the threads, which you see like there is mountain middle, the threads which is are here, they are already on they are already sorted to be used. And there is also like an explanation which is which. So I suppose everything I need to stitch this design is here. It was a very nice price, and that's why I bought it like instantly. And that's it about Victoria Sampler. So Victoria Sampler I'm not chasing intentionally. If I find something which I like, I'm buying. If I don't like, I'm not looking intentionally, as I said, because now the price of Victoria, if you are looking for a chart pack, sometimes there is even a fabric included there, it can get over 100 pounds for sure. Okay, one more thing which I purchased. This is a Mirabilia, something which is not usual for me. I said several times in several videos that I don't have any other mermaid, and the mermaid which I have been liking all the time and which I have been ready to stitch anytime, anywhere, this is the Siren and the Shipwreck. And you know, after another video where I was saying that yes, I like this one, and I'm after the video about the stash, I thought about like I should buy this one because Mirabilias also are getting out of print, you know, and it's better to buy the designs which you like, because I didn't want 10 mermaids, I wanted one, and I decided, okay, let me look where I can find it and let me buy what I can buy for this one. So I purchased the chart, I purchased the embellishment pack, because here there are a lot of treasures, and there is quite a lot of these big beads, number 8, number 6 even, and if the small beads, more or less, I have quite a lot of them in my stash. The big ones, I have only this one. This is 18010, or I have 16010, don't remember. So the crystal ones usually I have because they are used in quite many designs. But the others, no. So it's much cheaper to buy the pack than to buy like the treasures separately, buy the beads separately. And here my the pack already comes with a replacement, because the treasure 12118 is replaced with 12209, because the first ones are out of print. And I purchased as well the Permine fabric Sea Lily, which is recommended for this design. I greatly admire the stitchers who stitch Mirabilia on an unusual daily basis, and they are so great at choosing the fabric for their Mirabilias, because they usually buy this very beautiful hand-dyed fabric with so like few colors combined there. They look extremely beautiful. The thing is that I'm not stitching so many Mirabilias, and I am not so good at choosing the fabric, and I don't have fabric for such designs. You see, I'm pretty much the person of one-tone fabric. But there are designs from Mirabilia which I really like the fabric, which they recommend. For example, I stitched Eliana on that purple linen which they were recommended, and I wasn't even tempted to look for something else, because I was like I liked very much how it looked on that linen which they were recommended. That's why here I was sure that I want to stitch this design on the sea lily linen, which they recommend. That's why, without looking at something else, I purchased the linen. I purchased the chart, and I purchased the embellishment pack. Besides this is not everything. Besides this, I need, the DMC floss, which I usually have in my stash. Then I have to buy 2 Caron water lilies. I have to look if I have them. Maybe I can have them because I started having Carons in my stash. Krainik 009, 011. 11, I think I have this one. I don't know about the 9. Water lilies and DMC blend. Well, this is the embellishment pack. So actually, I have to check if I have the Krainik and if I have the water lilies and buy more if I don't. But more or less, it seems that this one is full, let's say so. Okay, and making one more purchase, the next purchase, let's say, to the 1 to 3 stitch, because usually when I buy from 2 3 stitch, I don't use to show you the whole pack. When it comes, many times, almost all the time, I buy from there, you know, like threads, materials, which I use to fill in, and kit charts. And usually when I'm showing you that I purchased this chart, I usually show you with I show it to you kitted. This time I'm not going to show you the chart kitted, because it doesn't need a lot to be kitted, and it's going to be easily kitted when started. So first of all, this is Refleux de Soie. This is French brand. I have been liking this chart because there is one more, at least one more, which is the same style from them. I have been liking for a long time, and they both charts were in the wish list. This is my favorite. So if you would ask which one of these 2 you like the best, I would say that it's this one. That's why them being in my wish list, and when I was buying something, I saw that they were even on discount. I purchased. I decided to buy at least one of them. À la Française, it's called the design, and it's a very simple one. It's recommended to be stitched on Zweigart linen. This is 705. I don't remember, pearl gray. I think this one is pearl gray, the color. And I intend to stitch on this color. I saw it being stitched on other dark colors of linen, and it looks nice, but this one, it's my favorite so far. I haven't decided about the count. So here we say like French don't used to say the count. They say how many threads is the count. I suppose it's 36th or even 40th. So it says it's 257 stitches on 349 stitches. So it's quite a big design. I know I have read, I think in Instagram, that somebody was stitching this one on 32nd count. And she said that a piece of fabric, I would say in centimeters, 50 on 70, like the standard which Zweigart uses to send, shops which use to send fabrics by Zweigart, this one is not enough. So you need to buy a non-standard piece of fabric. This is one thing, and taking into account that you stitch it on something different is going to be quite large. That's why I still tend to think that I would stitch this one in on 36th count. Speaking about the threads, you can stitch either in DMC or you can stitch in silk from Overa Soie. So we can recommend 2 Overa Soie. It can be Soie d'Alger, so the color is cream and you would need 100 meters, or Soie de Paris, and this is white, and also you'll need 100 meters. Or if you stitch in DMC, you'll need 13 how they're called, pieces. I tend to think that I'm going to stitch it in DMC. I'm not going to buy silk for this one, but I'm going to stitch in 2 threads because it's going to be 36th count, but the white color of DMC tends to become thick quickly, if you know about what I'm speaking. And yeah, so I'll have to look for the fabric which I'm speaking about, and I'll have to look for a lot of DMC skeins. Well, I remembered how they're called, skeins. And I thought that this design is a good design to be stitched, you know, when you are watching something, but still you have to be careful. When you are traveling, because you don't need any organizers, you don't need a lot of threads, you just take one color thread, few skeins, one needle like in case you lose the first one, but it's not desirable to lose, and a piece of fabric. Take into account that the thread is white, it can be problematic, but if you stitch in DMC you can wash it because the color won't go. Okay, what else I bought from 1, 2, 3. I wanted to say why I made this purchase. Finally, I got a notification that in how is it called? In stock, they received this box. I have such a box on black, bought a couple of years ago, even more I think. I have, and it's made in China, haha. And I finished the Halloween design in it, the one from Giulia Puntiantichi, where I have witch doll. I wanted one like this, but it wasn't getting online for like in stock for a long time, and I just put down there to have a notification whenever it will come up, so that they would tell me and I would buy it. And it came up and I purchased it. So the main reason I made this purchase was this box, actually. Okay, and what else I have? I have some Jasnan, and that's it. So Jasnan, I bought the Bluebird tweed. I think this chart I have seen since I'm stitching Jasnan. I have seen in almost all the shops which are selling Jasnan, but I don't remember seeing so many times being stitched this one. The thing is that I managed to buy such a slide. When I made the purchase on eBay, if you remember, I said that I bought this pins, just the pins with no design. The same seller was selling this slide, and I bid it, and I won the slide as well. This one is an out of production. It's a slide which is wanted more than the others, probably because of this nest and the bird. I like it. I almost purchased it a couple of times, but didn't want to pay more money on it. But this time I said, take into account that I managed to buy the pins for a very, very good price. I decided, okay, let me buy the slide as well. Buying the slide, I remembered that actually this birdie, why did I buy this bird? Just wanted to show you. This bird, on the preview, I was always remembering, like in my mind, I had the image that this bird was being presented on this box, you see? I haven't stitched and I haven't finished any of the birds the Jasnan has, because they have a cardinal as well, if I'm not wrong. And I decided, why not trying? 1, 2, 3 Stitch has it in stock all the time, and I decided to buy it. So here it's such a simple embellishment pack. It's the felt which is going to be used for the beak, the tail, so this one. These ones are supposed to be the legs, so they have to be twisted actually, and some petite beads, and that's it. It's supposed to be stitched on 32nd count ice blue Belfast linen. I I had this ice blue Belfast linen, and there are several colors of DMC, and that's it. So pretty simple to stitch this one. I mean, like, not a lot of materials are requested. Then I have two samplers. I have the silver needle sampler, a very beautiful one, which I managed to buy with the embellishment pack, because this is a reason for me to buy the design when I see that it has an embellishment pack. Here is the embellishment pack of this one. A very beautiful design, by the way. I saw it on Instagram being stitched. Then I have Song of the Needle, also with embellishment pack. This one has a hand-dyed thread and some beads, and this is the design. And the greatest joy of all, let me say, I was so happy when I managed to get this one. You will say nothing special here, common ground, come on, you can buy it and find it everywhere. Yes, common ground, it was reprinted. This one used to be out of print. It was reprinted a couple or even 3 years ago, and I purchased the reprint at the time. It came with a mini slide, if you remember. But apparently the reprint doesn't have the hand-dyed thread, this one. They recommend, it seems to me, it should be here, this one, and they recommend to stitch it in DMC, if I'm not wrong. So when this one was listed, I decided that I will see how much it's going to go, because it was bidding, and if it's not going to be high, I will try to buy it, but not because of this thread, by the way. No, I purchased it because this one came with Pamela's Final Touch. So these designs, probably you noticed that they come here on the bottom. They recommend you to stitch and finish such nice little things. Let me try to show you. By the way, I forgot to tell you that this one was with fabric as well. Okay, so you see this little nice little things. So these nice little things, actually, I didn't even know until I bought this one that they were released ever as Pamela's Final Touches. I always wanted to hold in hand one of these original things. They usually come. So what is it? What is this one? For those who don't know, this is a finishing instructions kit for just Nan things. For example, when Nan released Bluebird box, for example, that one, it's supposed to have Pamela's Final Touches. The Scream House, it's supposed to have Final Touches. So some of the earlier designs, they were supposed to have this Pamela's Final Touches, a touch. As I understood, Pamela was the person who used to finish Just Nan's more complicated pieces. At least I understood so. And this one came with such a thing. And I decided to participate in the bidding to see what this one is. And I won the bidding, can you imagine? And such a instructions kit I have as well. So here it's the first page. What does it contain? Actually, the papers, big ones. Actually, it's A3, I think, where they, like, it's shown how to do, what to do, these things, which I'm going to read carefully. And then the supplies were here. So this is a tassel template. This is the pack with all the beads and buttons you need to do the... This is, you see, it's cardboard, and this, I don't know how it's called, there are two of them. And they were for a long time, because this one has kind of yellowish marks here. Then the interfacing, you see this one also has, but I think like underneath it's not going to be a problem. So interfacing. Let me put all of it here. And the back of the pin cushion of whatever is there, you see? The fabric for the back. Nice. Really, really nice. And it was even nicer when I realized that I managed to have these ones for a very good price. So, because again, when I participate in eBay biddings, of course I have a limit, I know, for example, I am not ready to spend on this design more than, let's say, 20 pounds, yes? And I bid with no more than 20 pounds. If this design goes higher, this is it. I was not ready to buy it for a higher price, kind of this one. And when this one came, I was kind of so happy that I managed to win this one. The Silkwood Manor, by the way, which also was reprinted, that one, I also have it's not a reprinted one, it's the original one, because there also in the original one, okay, in the earlier one there was hand-dyed silk. In the reprint there wasn't hand-dyed silk, something like this. This was the only difference they had. Yeah, so that's it. These are all the things which I have been purchased for the cross-stitch hobby. And the ones which are going to be stitched, of course, you'll see in my videos if you are going to watch my next videos. Not soon. I don't promise anything, because usually I don't have very, very clear-cut plans by myself, I mean, for the stitching, For example, I can have in my mind that I want to stitch this and that, but if I'm not in the mood to stitch, I'm not stitching. And also, to stitch a certain design, I have to have all the materials in case it's a chart and I have to kit it. And if it's not kitted, of course, I have to buy the materials and wait until it is kitted. So in a way, me myself, I don't know exactly what I will stitch in 2 months, let's say, or because there are stitchers who make plans and they tend to keep to those plans, to respect them, not to go on the other side. Okay, that's it. See you in my next videos. Until then, bye bye.